God, here we go again. I've got to put my collar down. Maybe I should make that a thing at the start of all my videos. Start the video with my collar up and then just put it down at the start of every video. Anyway, I want to do a video on the Microsoft Windows experience and what it means to me. I keep whinging about Microsoft Windows. Eventually I will move to Linux, but for now I'm just going to go through what it feels like using Windows. Every time you use Windows, it feels like someone else is invading your computer and deciding for you how you will use your computer. It is exactly like going to your bag or box of tools, and every time you use it, someone else has decided what tools you will have, what tools you will have available, how the tools will be set, ready to use, and what brand of tools you'll be using. It's all out of your hands, and that is the Microsoft Windows experience. You shall not have control of your computer using experience. That is the Windows way. So if we're going to follow the metaphor of Windows, all the windows are closed, or at least they are out of your control. Even the Windows logo, if it's not changed, went from, red, yellow, blue and green in a Windows sort of flaggy logo thing. Now it's just a dead, cold 4 blue squares, and it looks like an opaque window you can't look out of, and the rest of it's black. So the ethos, the incentive they're giving to the user, the way that the user should feel, is that they're in a black, empty, lightless room, and there's an opaque window that they can't look out of. It's a prison ethos, or whatever you want to call it. The idea is to condition the user to feel like they're in prison, which is why I know that Microsoft has their feet under the table at the New World Order headquarters, because all of the things that these guys produce are designed to try to make the average person feel like they are a prisoner. Alright, I'll hit the Alex Jones thing as well. Years and years ago, I don't know, probably 20 years ago, maybe. I'm not sure, is that right? I don't know. I did watch a little bit of Alex Jones' stuff until I realised that he was part of the problem. He's the controlled, or one of the controlled opposition mouthpieces. I have never seen anything of his for about 20 odd years, and I have no intention of doing so either. His InfoWars prison planet nonsense is designed to demoralise. It's designed to make people feel that they are in a bad situation, whilst never naming the real group of people who are behind it. It's always just the elite, the 1%, and blah 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 blah. Again, to confuse people. But the idea I'm trying to get at here is that the psychological impact of trying to condition people to believe that they are prisoners is a subtle way of chewing away at their resolve. So Windows is at it. There is zero chance that a company as big as as big as Microsoft would not have a handle on their logo. It is designed to make a person feel that they are controlled and a prisoner. That's how it is. This COVID disaster, again, designed to try to make people feel like prisoners. You get 1 hour of exercise a day. You can't leave your home. You get food delivered to you. You're a prisoner. Those conditions, you can't leave, you get exercise 1 hour a day, and your food's delivered to you, those 3 things make a person a prisoner. The idea is to psychologically damage people's notion of their own liberty so that they almost self-imprison. Some people are susceptible to that. I am not. Many millions of people are not. And those are the people that matter. because those are the people, like me, who will form the way forwards, out of and away from this poison. So the Windows experience, little things. On the face of it, it's to make it easier for you. I don't care. It's my computer, thank you very much. Oh, but you're using our operating system. Yeah. But if you weren't interested in trying to control the user, you'd leave them be. You wouldn't be changing things every 5 minutes, ruining their settings, trying to make them feel like there's something wrong with them when they want to change a setting by putting it all under accessibility. Windows is poison. I use it at the moment because it's what I'm familiar with. I will move to Linux. But even part of Linux is ruined. Or the doorway to Linux is ruined. Ubuntu is, I would say, arguably the first point of call that people will go for if they're an average computer user going to Linux. And the logo you see on their desktop of Linux when you first open it is some weird esoteric, I don't know, weird witchcraft symbology or whatever to try to detract from the neutrality of the software, to try to make people think that it is infected in some way with this New World Order nastiness. I don't even care if the symbology is somewhat neutral and people who really understand it just shouldn't be there. In an impartial system, it's open, it's blank, there's nothing there to try to condition people. And that's what you're faced with when you start using Ubuntu. It's again to try to give people the indication, yes, you're getting away from Microsoft, but we've still got folk who are involved, who want to end up controlling you. And it's all about control. So, this New World Order thing, right? My opinion is this. The key words in that phrase are New World. It's not a case of New World as in the entire world being a new type of world. No. It's a reference to New World as in the Americas. That's my honest opinion. My honest opinion is that the root of this nonsense was devised in the Americas. That makes perfect sense to me. It's the order, i.e. secret society group of people. I don't care about their backgrounds for now. The point is that whoever's involved in the core of that, originally it was the idea, in my opinion, was to get some sort of power base away from Europe and start developing a notion for some sort of future world control, but starting in the Americas. So, well, I guess it's really incidental. It doesn't really matter actually, but that's my take on it. But then, people think new world, as in the idea is that there'll be an entire new world. No, there won't be. There won't be, and there can't be, because there will always be someone who rejects it. These people have this notion, which is completely and utterly incorrect, that there will be a one world government. And they would sit there and go, ha ha ha, there already is, but you can't see it. No, there isn't. Because such a government would have to be overt. And these guys cannot produce it overtly because the resistance they know would be instantaneous and it would be too powerful to overcome. So they're going to sneak and sit in the shadows going, yeah, we'll have a one world government whether you like it or not. But it'll always be in the shadows, so it will never actually be a one world government. It'll always be this poisonous thing that's lurking, and that's all it will ever be. And it will die a death accordingly. Because people aren't buying into it, they're not interested in it, they don't want to be controlled. They want their freedom, they want their independence, and they will die to get it. Honestly, it really only takes one. If you want to draw the parallel, look at Christianity. I mean, you can say, Jesus was the Son of God. Okay, fine. But essentially, he was a man on this earth in human form, whatever. Well, he died to prove a point. Now, if you're willing to die to prove a point, you've proven your point. That's the ultimate power that people have, and they will exercise that power. Repeatedly throughout history, people have died to make their point. They've said, I would rather die than submit to this poison. And that's ultimately the game we're playing. And these guys are just trying to make everyone soft. But they can only make the soft people soft. The people who have guts, they can't break them. Because people would rather die. And that's the game. That's the game we're playing. And these guys, they're weak. And more and more and more people who have guts, who have will, who have intelligence, are just saying no to it. And they know it. They're just playing for time. They've lost already and they know it. Now, there will never be a one world government. There will be, as far as I can see, national governments. Now, at the moment, all the national governments I can think of are poisoned and infected, but they're still there. And these New World Order wallies recognise that people still need their national governments, but more and more people are recognising that their national government has gone. It's been completely undermined. It's a picture of a national government plastered on top of something which should be a government, but which isn't working. It's all poisoned, and it's all been infiltrated, and it's yucky and disgusting, and it can't do anything, and it's paralysed, and it's worthless, and it's horrific and weak. So it's all going to be ruined. Sorry, not ruined. It's all going to be overturned and repaired. It just takes people in our generation now to get on board and start taking responsibility. And these guys won't get a look in. They'll be pushed to the side as if they didn't ever exist. And this last 20 years of their little poisonous attempt at controlling the world will just be seen as a lesson. And thankfully so. They'll try and orchestrate a war, most likely, so that they can creep out the back door while everyone's distracted fighting each other. That's probably what will happen. Okay, fair enough. How does this relate to the Windows experience? Windows or Microsoft is part of the problem. Trying to make people feel disempowered, trying to make them feel controlled. They walk away from their meetings and say, well, we've got pretty much all of the world's computing in our hands. We're going to try to use it to further undermine people's sense of control over their own computers even. That's what it's like using a computer now. You feel that someone is messing with your computer behind your back every single time you try to use it. Oh, it's to make it better. I don't care. Leave it alone. I don't know what else to say. That's how Windows is, and that's how it relates to the new world disgusting joke order these morons think they're going to implement. Anyway, there you go.